We meet again. It has been a couple days. Not since the last stream, just with life in general, it has been a couple of days. I will transition over. There we are. And before I forget...
Open for business. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances.
Thanks, Adrian Jasic? Adrian, thanks for the follow. I'm really bad with last names, particularly with this little context. So, oh, almost forgot. The sleeve. So, I cannot remember why this was on my GameFly queue. Usually there's a very specific reason that I put things in the queue, but just looking at the name of the game, the logo of the game, and even reading this before the stream, I don't know why this is here. So this should be quite the adventure. This beautiful side-scrolling shoot-'em-up has tons of style. We'll see. THQ Nordic, oh no! The bar has been lowered already. Oh wait, Grasshopper! Oh, okay, the bar is back to the neutral position. Mora, is it Mora? I'm assuming it's Mora. EX mixes classic shoot everything gameplay with an elegant look. The stream is going well already. And unique time-changing mechanics. The story woven into the game promises deepen the experience, but you can switch to arcade mode and start mindlessly blasting enemies too. There are 7 stages to play through, over 50 weapon combinations, and multiple modes. Thank you. No Mora EX is friendly to beginners, but presents hardcore challenges to... and that's where it ends. HQ Neurotic is not on the Steam page. Yeah, so they probably are just the publishers of the Switch version. Yes, I do have reasons that I add games to the queue. It's not just completely random. We might get a good game if that happened. That and I'd probably end up renting like a Madden or a FIFA game, and who wants that? I don't want that. Man, with this menu layout, I don't know if I'm about to start playing a video game or take a standardized test for school. I may end up turning screen shake off, but we'll leave that as is for now. Let's see. This might just be me being weird, but how do you have a shooting game? Jeez. Okay, let me try that again. I cannot talk tonight. This might just be me being weird, but why would you not have any control scheme or, like, the option to reassign buttons so that the triggers shoot? Again, that might be me being weird because I don't play a whole lot of shoot-'em-ups. I'll just jump right into the game. Well, there's cooperative modes. shit, and I have no one to play with. All but EA and 2K sports games. That's better.
When you're born with the ability to travel through time, the first thing you must learn is that you cannot be in more than one place at the same point in time.
Well, that's a lie. Bill and Ted did it.
Though you may be, you are not immortal. You must give due consideration, not only to when and where you do things, but also what you do while there. The second thing to bear in mind is that your gift, like rage, is meaningless without power. Yet all power on Seoul lies in the hands of the Lael Empire. The Inkies have disregarded both principles. They labeled their rebellion an eternal war, though the resistance certainly failed to live up to that title. It all ended with the fall of Mirage Mountain.
Now I just want to play Metal Slug.
Cobalt King calling headquarters. 1200. 4. 76. 12. Beginning descent. Do you copy? Cobalt King calling headquarters. 1200. 4. 76. 12. Beginning descent.
I never
Do you
get the winning
copy?
lotto numbers.
Copy that, 1200. 4. 76. 12. Cobalt King. Navigation says we're on target above the city. Countergravity anticipated. In 3, 2, 1, and it's a go.
Oh. To shoot 'em up with the time limits, and time goes down when you take damage.
22.
This is not gonna go well. So, I'm just gonna call it now. There is going to be a time somewhere in the near future where, because of the extremely busy background, I'm not going to see bullets coming toward me.
Copy that, Cobalt King. 20 and 22. There are 2 Merensteins at 55. No, 54. That'll do it. Pack. Close up. Let's scatter this floating fortress around a little. Bellwether, 22 reporting. 21 and 9 have got my back. We think they will smash against the train wall. I'll have to make a contact. Romeo! Damn it! Bellwether, turn it down.
I like how your comrade's death is a minor inconvenience. Re-release of a 2012 game. Man, I
Affirmative, 22.
don't remember hearing this
Time capsule
at
active.
all.
Let's
Then
go.
again, what the hell was I doing in 2012? Other than driving to a shit ton of conventions. You know what? Credit where it's due. I don't play a lot of bullet hells because I don't like maneuvering through like shit tons of bullets. So being able to actually slow that down here and there, I don't mind.
This is how it's done, fellas.
Although, our character is... wait. Okay. Although, we're playing as a plane, which is like kind of an oddly shaped thing from the side. So, oh, I should probably read some of these. Alright, well, at least there's a chance to get them back. Although we'll see how dickish they are about that.
Accounted for? Back. Close up and report. Cobalt King, airspace in your zone is spick and span. Much obliged, Bellwether. Cobalt King to headquarters. 600, 4, 112, 12.
If your game over continuing does the greatest thing, restart the stage but no upgrades. Yeah, I kind of assume that. I keep waiting for the point where the plane gets completely engulfed and the screen fades out, and that never happened.
The fourth Unity. 3 bombs killed 664,000 Inkies that day, to the elated cries of nearly 2 billion citizens of the Empire. But this is also where I lost my son. He was the pilot of the Cobalt King.
Nice story, Grandpa. Could use more vampires, though.
Bomb, the one that never dropped. He did the unthinkable. Unprecedented in the history of military aviation, he ignored his orders. According to the news, the co-pilot buried a bullet in my son's brain that very instant. An Imperial father would have been shattered to hear of this treason, and struck dumb with shame.
Is it just me, or is there like a rapid tonal shift between this and the gameplay?
A secondary citizen who resembles an Imperial father only in grief. I have not torn my clothes from my body in mourning. I have not apologized for the actions of my progeny. I have sworn revenge.
Alright, well, chapter 1 of 7, here we go.
Moneta Point. We call it the Eternal War, but to be realistic, the bombing of Mirage Mountain all but wiped our nation off the map. Since the war broke out, more than 2 million Enkies have vanished without a trace. Imperial stormtroopers and collaborationist headhunters dragged them away, women, men, and children alike. The way we figure it, data in the Moneta research base might point us to their location and how we may
I thought the storytelling with concept art
every measure,
was
no
like
matter
the
how
lowest
far
budget thing to do. I have been proven wrong.
Ito, it's Driad. We're at the Rift. Beginning descent.
Good luck, Akita. Activity in the confinement area is about what we expected. I'll make a little noise to draw their attention.
Oh, shit in the... I just realized shit in the background is shooting at me.
Riyadh, hold on. I think I saw something strange. I'll make a lap around the observation tower.
What is it, Ito?
Nothing. Sorry for the false alarm. Wait. Damn. How to sneak up on me? Akita! Akita, do you copy?
You get the hell?
The lo-fi music doesn't gel well with... Look, don't tell me you have never played a shoot-'em-up in a float tank. It's actually the preferred way to play them.
God fucking damn it. Fuck.
You know, A for effort, I guess.
Die, you son of an ass.
Son of a what? Excuse me?
Akita! Akita!
I keep thinking he's saying Akia. At least there's boss music, although it's not mixed with... Wait, there's boss music? I actually couldn't hear it from my TV.
Mine.
I hope you die in there, Coss.
Everyone's line reads sound like... Oh god, how can I describe it? It's like everyone's a character on an episode of Frasier.
I'm in the service tunnel.
Oh, jeez. Okay, hitting the wall counts as getting hits. Good. So far, this... Like, I can't say this is bad. Well, there are individual things that are bad, like most of the voice performances, but game itself is okay. Planes also work underwater. Look, you're asking too many questions. We've had like 4 different animals talk to us so far.
Peary, where are you, Peary? Ah, I see your watchdog's awake.
I have no acredio idea. Oh, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting the sub-weapon to be like that. A slight bit of explanation would have been appreciated. Ouch. Okay. Next to no warning for that, that's fine. Oh, I forgot. This is the kind of universe where it's just like a constant dick measuring contest of who can put the most weapons onto a ship. Okay, that's kind of bullshit that you can end up just running into that by accident and taking damage.
Regis Peary, 8th Barracks, Block 2. I hope my intel is correct. You better be in here. I don't feel like killing any innocent people today. Anyone in Bokumono could even be considered innocent.
I'm sorry, but
So deep in the devil's ass.
I had a question, and then Devil's Ass just wiped it from my mind completely. Oh, I remember the question. What's going on?
Double, you piece of shit. Regis Peary was the gunner of the Cobalt King, 5th in a staff of 7.
Okay, while the TED Talk is going
He wasn't
on.
my son's killer, but my revenge caught him up, as it did all other members of that damn crew. It took me circles to find him. The Empire cast him into Bokumono for rape. And for all anyone cared, he could have rotted there forever. The girl he raped was an Inky named Miriam Magusa.
I'm gonna have to censor that word for the YouTube upload so my video doesn't get flagged.
Should it ever come to light, she'd end up in a dirty, forgotten labor camp like the rest. So far, she's dodged suspicion. Imperialists are too half-witted to look.
Motsy, I was hoping no one would make that reference. I've got a devil's ass in my mind.
More important for my purposes, she was a pilot who could be politically compromised. I needed her to help me pay that bastard back for the death of my son. Fury wormed his way into her body. I did the same with her soul. I threatened her with exposure, so she stuck by me.
Who's the good guy here? So, what's the lowest possible grade? Is it E? I mean, it's fitting. God, the names for everything in this game are like when I was 15 years old and trying to make up my own fantasy language.
You may not like it, but you're the bait. You've got to alert the entire defense net.
And then? Will you leave me be?
Does she have...
Let me go.
Oh, I think she does. She has a backwards hat. That's how you know she's the cool one. So for this level, I'm just assuming that we're murdering the cast of Tailspin. Oh, now we're just making Greek mythology references, I see. Is there going to be another enemy called Charybdis? Okay, is that just oil drilling?
Lots of air.
Yes, it's supposed to be an oil rig. Or a something rig.
I'm coming now, baby. Ease it in.
Oh, this is the gritty reboot of Tailspin. So this is Tailspin, like, 2013. 2012, excuse me. Oh my god, I just realized that would be the time frame in which a gritty Tailspin would come out. Oh, I can go behind parts of the environment. Great.
I hope you die in there, Carl.
Do you think they repeated that line to be clever, or so they wouldn't have to record another line?
I'm in the service tunnel.
Why do parts of this feel like someone put the soundtrack for, like, Super Metroid over the gameplay of UN Squadron? Those little missiles are really hard for me to see. Oh, we're here now.
Rock, hang back. I've got to clear the cave first.
Well, that was a good 10 seconds of gameplay.
Thanks.
Yeah, they're mixing it up with the enemies, at least. I'll give them credit for that. Oh crap, I gotta sneeze.
Driad, hold on.
Hold on, indeed. Was that the one cheetah character from Thundercats? No, it was the cheetah from Cheetah
I
Men.
think I saw something strange. I'll make a lap around the observation tower.
What is it, Ito?
Nothing. Sorry for the false alarm.
Okay, Ito might be the goofiest name yet.
Damn, it's a sentinel. Had to sneak up on me.
Matushka sounds like something you wear to a family event.
Ito! The Rock, what happened? There's a huge storm over there. Communications are shot. The Rock, the passage is clear. Guide the carrier through. I'll keep the guard train busy. Get that can docked.
Driad, it's Duroc. Carrier in place. I repeat, carrier is in place. Sergeant says we'll need at least 200 nears since we still have no clue what we're even looking for.
Do it!
Well, I'm glad you can hear the boss music, because for the most part, I can't. Okay, what the fuck? Someone just slapped a big-ass dollhouse onto the back of this train. To be honest, I wasn't even looking where I was shooting.
It's Duroc. We're packed. I repeat, we're packed. Heading for the surface now.
Nicely done.
We didn't lose a single person during the Manita operation, but we lost
Hey.
an entire civilization. The scientific data and documents we found there were horrific.
I'm waiting for this to end with like the NBC "The More You Know" thing after the last line of dialogue.
Could control time, burned out or otherwise destroyed all their Enki captive sensory organs in order to make them more docile and easier to handle.
Is the train like that movie that flopped with the mobile city?
Nerveless creatures,
Oh,
distinct from the worms in the Manita
I
cave,
purged that from my memory.
except for their dreams, that is.
Thanks for bringing that
The only
back.
thing that keeps them from simply expiring is their occasional remembrance of life, inspired, of course, by a fear of death. The project could be described as a nation living in fear,
Little faster, please.
serving as slaves to a planet. There's no technology that can fix what's been done to them.
You're not reading for an audiobook.
no
This is
way
supposed to be
right this
like a
wrong.
shoot 'em up. Let's
Even
keep
if
it
we
moving.
free our people, we cannot give them back their lives. It's over for the Yankees.
Yeah, the fast forward thing for the dialogue in the stages. I wish they had it for. Oh, we're a C now. I wish they had fast forward for that dialogue as well. Kanga's mom needs to for the war documentary. Look, most History Channel productions know how to keep that shit interesting. How many times did you turn in the History Channel and it's just white text on black
Past
screen?
and future. These concepts don't have much meaning for people who can easily visit both. Still, one can live an entire lifetime without ever looking back or forward. Ultimately, it is only the present and ourselves, our own happiness and comfort, that we take into account. Where can this pride of self go? And what shall we become without descendants, or without being able to pay respect to the trials and beliefs of our ancestors? We may be
I know I
citizens
could
of the
just skip
world
this,
and advocate interplanetary peace and community,
but I
yet
want
our
to
ancestors shed their blood
respect
for
the
flags and
performances
freedoms,
going on.
and their families made up a close-knit tribe, a nation. Language and land kept them together. But this too may fade. The entire universe is composed of units and subunits. Tissue is made of cells and cells of atoms. This is the essence of nature, the same nature that made a mockery of me. It was my fate to be childless. The flame that burns brightest burns quickest, and with a future denied me, this is how I chose to live my life. I had hoped the raid of the Iborg factory in the Cardinal Canyon would let me burn as bright as the stars.
The voice acting ranges from okay to were you just directed badly?
It's Duroc. Aerial defense is minimal. I'll begin infiltration momentarily.
Copy that, Drac. You should be able to open the gate by eliminating the sentry guns.
Thanks, Linda. First charge out.
Oh, fuck that. Wait, achievement unlocked? What? What was the achievement? Well, I didn't know for a while that I could... okay. I didn't know that I could shoot some of those lasers. That would have been very helpful to know.
I passed security, and I'm inside the plant.
Perfect. You'll be coming to a junction soon. You'll have to follow the path of the raw material transporter. You've got to hide in the supplies. You want me to fly inside the raw materials.
Man, it would be a shame if I held the trigger button while I was hiding in the supplies. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do. Oh, okay, I get it now. Oh, this is... oh, this does not control particularly well. God, that was a fight the whole way through. When I said hide in the supplies, I was not thinking random pile of shit. Oh, fuck off. The enemy in Shin Megami Tensei is way better than this. Alright, another abrupt change of scenery.
Good. You're almost there. Now, let's see what you can do.
Oh, thanks. This is a bit much. Okay, that was a pain in the ass.
Let's see what you can do.
Okay, finally. Papa Carlo looking like something Will Smith would fight in a comedy western. Sorry, I got impatient. Oh, I could have just done this the entire time. Alright, fine. Ah, fucking hell. This game's been doing that more and more as it's going on. God damn it. Wow. I swear that's the same plane sound for... was it the N64 startup for Banjo-Kazooie or Diddy Kong Racing? I swear I remembered being in one of those.
I got the Garai on the Little Moon. The sons and daughters of this lazy, simple nation support their slovenly way of life with their constitutional right to hold and trade military-grade robotics. Why I bought a Garai is simple. It's top of the line and the pride of the Empire. I found pleasure in the irony. Perhaps it's of greater interest why I tested it in the Cardinal Canyon. 34 circles before the factory that builds this model was even constructed. Amusing though that may be, that's not why I came. Memories guided me.
First of all, is
Memories of
circle
my son.
a period of time?
He was just a child when we came here.
Second of all, what?
It was a perfect place for a boy adventurer. Thoroughly exotic. If it rained steaming, acrid heat. But our hunt was looked over by brilliant sunlight. A psychiatrist would easily arrive at a diagnosis. I tested the freshly purchased Garai at that very time, in this very place, because I wished to punish the Empire the very moment it stuck its toe into my paradise. The psychiatrist would be right. If only I had spent more time with my son. Maybe, if I still could, my heart would find peace. The Cardinal Canyon is a sacred place to me.
It's like I'm marathoning my way through his soliloquies.
This is amazing.
And then
Smugger.
white text, black screen, black and white pictures to this.
Splendium from the atmosphere.
Can we see one closer up?
Yes, but be careful, son. And be quick. They probably have some kind of defense mechanism.
Awesome. This thing is
I'll
badass.
be waiting for you on the ground. With my new friends, they pay me.
So how does a buffalo have a... Never mind. Banjo-Kazooie. Okay, I knew it was one of those.
I'm a fair piece ahead of you. Careful with those insects. Their poison is just as dangerous as your own weapons.
That's the skeleton of an animal that was going to, like, read the white text on the black screen 2 levels from now.
You see?
Yeah, I see it.
Can you tell I really don't like sequences like that in shoot 'em ups?
We're getting close. I can feel it.
Okay, does Libelle have a sister boss named Slander?
I've got to make an emergency landing in the next clearing. My valve system is smashed to pieces. Come on, this is too big for one of us to take on alone, and it doesn't seem happy to have been disturbed.
Oh, great. It's all bouncing off the boss, out of reach, and it's gone.
Do you hear me, son? Get out of there.
He's wounded. I can get him. I'll smash you good. Got him, Dad. I got him. I killed a rebel.
Congratulations, my boy.
Adopted him like Garo de Washina. I don't know if that was a slip of the tongue or like you spelled it differently just on
I've
purpose.
reached the inner ring.
That was just a dick move. I'm gonna hate this level, aren't I? So just the room is a boss now? I'm getting hit and I'm not even seeing what I'm getting hit by. We're at that point.
Duroc, get out of there immediately! Charge 6 went off early. The north wing is destroyed.
There's nothing to be done about it, Dryad. It's no good. Seems I'm stuck.
Duroc, there must be some sort of outlet on the ceiling somewhere.
It's no use. I checked the book. Today's my day. This was it. I'm going to detonate the charges.
No! Damn it, Duroc!
That's not a damn it, Duroc. Why did you have to sacrifice yourself unnecessarily? As much as it was, damn it, Duroc, you drank my last Baja Blast.
A gem among the stones. This is how she thought of herself and how she lived her life. We envied her for it and we hated her for it. But she fought for our cause, so we put up with her constant personal insults, her relentless pride, and her pretension. Duroc, the last Anki aristocrat, died that day at the Cardinal Canyon, her body encased in molten metal. But at that moment, we finally recognized the worth she always claimed to possess. Was she a hero? The old world died along with her. That was the world that still had heroes to give. We're a defeated band of war survivors. We would be afforded no heroes, alive or dead. The winners write the history books, and that is not our privilege. We will eternally be sinners and criminals. This is not what Duroc deserved. She hoped to leave a loftier legacy. At the very least, she left an indelible mark on me. It was she who made me realize that we can gain no satisfaction from being the hunters, and certainly not from being the hunted. If we cannot become heroes, we must become demons. Demons of a timeless world, nightmares of the Lael Empire.
Oh my god, we're only in chapter 3.
The plan was a mad and complex one. Return to the day of the bombing. Reach the city as it falls under siege. Take over the Inky aerial defense tower. Then strike the bombing squad so severely that they had no hope of dropping their deadly cargo. This would be a mighty feat for a well-organized army.
I don't want to be the guy who skips the dialogue, but fuck.
There's the Greybeard seeking revenge, the wavering lady who'd rather stab a knife in his back, and an Abod. I would seriously
I mean, I'm sure that the script of this game was received well by the high school literary magazine it was submitted to. But come on.
Only a Goliath capable of aiming with such accuracy, and only a programmed bucket of bolts and a blackmailed skirt could be convinced to venture into that hell in the first place. I've sent them there to change the history of our entire world, all in the hope of saving one single man.
I'm 600 units behind you, keeping the gap constant until target is reached. Coordinates synchronized.
Alright, so if there are 7 chapters in this, and after all the shit we've gone through so far, we're only on chapter 3, then we may not last. Wow, a normal name, holy shit. Huh. Okay, how is that not hitting? Okay, let's do a rundown of the things I like about this game. I like that there's variety to the stages. It never really feels like you're playing through the same thing. At least in terms of like, oh, every level's a gray hallway. It controls well. They do make an effort to, like... Oh, actually I was going to say they make an effort to make, like, bullets and projectiles distinguishable, but some of them they don't. I can feel my chair lowering, because I might have to like get this replaced at some point, but my chair has like a hydraulic lift to it. Or, not hydraulic, pneumatic. And it loses pressure now and then. Okay, there we go. Okay. Give us a nice 360 so we can see all the shoot me lights. Fucking hell. This is a bit much, game. At least I can start here. Okay, how am I supposed to get in position to shoot this thing if it just keeps going off like that? I was looking around 2 hours more, 3 hours to.
Copy that, Garage.
Has it really only been that long? This is going to be an extremely annoying boss. Alright, it's done. Now for the level to stretch on for another 15 minutes.
God damn it.
Oh, thanks for the warning.
God damn it.
Oh, and you can still hit that part of the ceiling too. This is gonna be a fun level. You can tell by the tone of my voice how much fun I am anticipating. Oh hey, I can tell from things in the background, they just kind of took katakana and then adapted it to make a new language.
So far been successful. At the top of the hill will trigger a full-scale Imperial military alert. I can only pray you'll succeed as well. Saved message. Pause.
I don't like these sections where you basically just play for less than a minute and then it forces you to stop again. Oh, most creative boss name yet. This is another one of those bosses where I just stop looking at where I'm supposed to shoot and just avoid stuff while holding down fire, and it seems to work out. But look at the pretty visual. Look. You're actually right. I have no problem with, like, the visual presentation of this game. I lost all my firepower. And this attack won't fucking end. How's the GameFly going? It is quite literally a game where I'm flying. Surprised that nobody mentioned that sooner than this. How goes being SCXCR? Seen better days. But at least the stage is done. And now for another TED Talk.
One man's virtue is another man's sin. Inkies are monogamous, which is widely known as a primary cause of jealousy and sexual frustration. In the Empire, citizens of over 60 circles end their lives through ritual suicide. They do this with dignity in order to make space for the new generations, bursting with strength. This is an act for which they are greatly admired. Other nations live together with their foul-smelling elderly, who waddle about in need of constant care, who cling to their families like leeches until their natural end. The Empire seeks to free these people from themselves, abolish their pagan customs, and bring freedom of spirit and the power of democracy to these savage lands. But just as I say, feast for one means famine for another.
Oh my god, he's
People
He's just halfway through this.
Freedom through a complex rule system. They embrace freedom as a concept and in name. But true individual freedom would be considered a slap in the face of community. If I can keep 2 irons in one fire, I may be able to succeed. While Miriam and the Garai are trying to save my son in the past, I've been preparing for my revenge in the future. The last living member of the
How much of the game so far has just been black screen, white text? It feels like a higher percentage than it should be.
To put a bullet in my son's head. Today, you'll get what you deserve.
Got you, miserable old. There's no escape.
Well, I'm kind of screwed for whatever comes next. Oh, hey, there's Charybdis. You're extremely late to do the Nursilla juxtaposition, but hey, better late than never, I guess. Did I say Nursilla or Scylla? Mixing up Monster Hunter and Greek mythology.
Oh yeah? Wanna play hide and seek?
That's another thing I don't like is how, like, it takes away the time that you've built up and then resets it at certain points. Like, I get it plays into the score bonus, but I'd much rather just have the time, thanks. Was the building laughing at me? Alright, sure.
Nice little toy you've got there, but nothing can save your ass now.
Just lodged himself into the wheel, fucking, oh, what's his name in Twisted Metal 2? Axel style. This will be a pain in the ass. Oh, God fucking damn it, I hate this. Alright, gotta be patient. Oh wait, is that just... I think that's just to unlock something. Yeah, that was just to unlock the next thing. Oh, pff, that did nothing. Great. Oh my god, oh my god, I have to sit here and wait through all this shit. Oh my god. Now, how am I supposed to get through there? Finally. I hated everything about that.
No match for. What the hell?
Why are you surprised? You didn't actually shoot the guy.
Gara, I'm still 600
I'm just
units
confused by
behind
that.
you. I've got to reduce the gap between us. The front lines are closing up too fast.
Who calls their deadly contraption Domus? Someone pretentious. Excuse you? I'm gonna run out of time again, aren't I?
Gara, the tower's ground defense has been eliminated. You're up. Good luck, poor bastard. The tower is yours. Tell Cos if you ever see him again to forget about me once and for all. As far as I'm concerned, I've paid him slice for. If he says otherwise, then he can go to hell where he belongs.
Why does she have an accent? Sorry, it just dawned on me. Why does she have an accent for Southern, whatever the fuck race she is?
I, all on my own, managed to commit the two greatest blunders in the history of Imperial intelligence. First, I had my name switched with that of the treasonous pilot of the Cobalt King in the report on
The long play is 131:16 and you're at the 115 mark. It has 3 chapters and an epilogue. So we're actually somewhat close to what would be the end.
Knowing my father. But at the time, I had no idea he would spin such an elaborate revenge.
I guess I'll keep going.
I made my second mistake when the order.
I don't want to dislike this game.
Methodically erasing every surviving member of the Cobalt King's crew. We set up a trap, and I took the place of Zach Gully, the long-dead co-pilot. The very man who in reports had supposedly killed me. I volunteered to do the job, hoping to end the killing spree. After all, if the murderer knew of the forgery, he might lump me in with the same lot. I wanted to face him head on, not get stabbed in the back. We faced each other indeed, and I killed my own father as he attempted to avenge my death. These mistakes are unforgivable. All I can do is live with them.
So, based on what I've been able to follow the story, this is either unnecessarily complicated or that there are some agencies making some kind of dumb moves.
They say wisdom comes
Oh,
with age.
I thought I'd be able to play. Nope.
As I get older, I've begun to feel the opposite is true. It's not that I know less, per se, although the pace at which I learn is certainly slowing. It's more that, as a child, I saw more and experienced more. Everything was new. I reveled in tastes, colors prickled my senses. All sensory input made me feel richer. As I grew older, my world narrowed. Precise moods that I used to know in the past, I couldn't even begin to recall now. What brought me to this point? I don't know.
This reminds me of my high school drama class where we all had to memorize and perform a monologue that was at least, I think it was 1 minute in length.
Today, I'm pleased enough by simple arrivals. And I have arrived.
This is the student who puts in unnecessarily long pauses and draws things out so that they can memorize less, but still hit that time limit.
And here.
Akita Dryad, recording. This is the last circle. The Prophet Enki has seen nothing further for our nation. Whatever the Empire is up to, we will do everything in our power to try and prevent it. If all goes well, Linthas should be working to distract the Empire during their victory parade. We will make our stand. There are only 2 of us now. All other Enkis are dead, or slaves of the Project. We cannot save them. There's simply nothing to be done. The book does not have our names written. Either both of us die or whatever may be. Recording pause.
So this is awkwardly done. Are we gonna fight Andros now?
Life functions have ceased in all blocks.
No!
That was a shockingly bad no. I mean, you tell me what the fuck that was. Yes, we did fight Bull. Do I add that to the soundboard? Also, I was kinda let down by that epilogue boss. Unless there's more after this.
How stable can history be when you can travel through time? The only thing you can count on is the state of the present moment, the status quo. According to the current state of things, on the day I killed my father, the terrorist in our registry, under the name of Akita Dryad, extinguished her own nation and vanished into time without a trace. So perfectly without a trace, one could presume she landed somewhere past the time continuum. I have no hope of ever saving my father, and the only one I could hope to seek revenge upon would be myself. All I'm left with is a sour irony. Dryad would perhaps tell the story with greater indifference than I do. It took me a long time to notice it. Her time and trials are not yet over, but she certainly paid her dues for her country. The sensors on Syriad recorded an intrusion of 2 foreign beings that day. Deep analysis of the sequence of events that caused her to obliterate her people has become a matter of imperial interest, since the key to Lael's power and riches lies with the project. But that's a different story for another time.
Oh, it should have just ended at Chapter 5. The epilogue actually took away from the experience. Would you like to do another take?
Yeah?
Because I don't have no on the soundboard. Oh, hi Adrian. By the way, thanks for following me earlier. So, I'm trying to consider this while keeping in mind that shoot 'em ups are generally not my thing. But, actually, let me see if there are any of these actors that I recognize. Not one of them. Cool. So, I like the visual style of this game. And the time mechanic was weird at first, but I can get behind it. Control's fine. Granted, haven't tested multiplayer or co-op, so I don't know how that is. But, the story was just hard to follow. It was unnecessarily verbose almost all the time. The ending was a total letdown that simultaneously sequel baited, wrapped things up, didn't wrap things up, made everything definite and ambiguous somehow, and was it just me, or did it make the one character at the end sound kind of like an idiot? I mean, that and the presentation of the story part of the game is just so dry and so very obviously put in afterward that it really doesn't work. Certain blonde guy gamer mentioned you know a thing or two about old cartoons. Certain ones. I only had local access TV growing up, so my knowledge is a little limited. poem excerpt from In the Sea of Time. Jeez, everything in this game felt like excerpts of poetry from someone's like idea notebook that they had in high school and freshman year of college. Ever heard of Dinky D's? I've heard the name Dinky D's, but I don't know what it looks like or what it's about. I think I faintly remember just seeing it as part of like a programming lineup. And then saying, no thanks, I'll watch Beast Wars. Alright, well, I guess I can check to see if there's any New Game Plus type stuff. Wow, that's the highest grade I got the whole campaign. Anthropomorphic animals with high-tech gadgets protecting the enshrinement from Satan. You know, up until the Satan parts, I was thinking, Rescue Rangers? But no. Yeah, I'm confident I did not see that. Heard of it, but never saw it. Wait a minute, so... Wait. Complete story with alternative narration? What do they mean, alternative narration? Wait, clean game time? Clean game time is over 5 hours. What do they mean clean game time? I'm not sure how to take that. Wow, there's an achievement for failing to finish the prologue. Well, you know what? Now I'm curious.
When you're born with the ability to travel.
Wait a minute, how do you switch to the alternative narration? They just mean... Okay, I wasn't expecting the only other language to be Hungarian, but I guess... Given the developers, you know...
Kobalt király a parancsnokságnak. 1204 76 12.
So is this what they mean by alternate narration, or... I'm gonna go back to the main menu. You know, It probably has happened, and I just don't realize it. I don't usually, like, go back to see what is considered lost media and what isn't. I'm sure that there's something that I saw in my youth that is considered lost media now, and I just don't realize it because I've never bothered to, like, check it or look into it. Oh wow. The encyclopedia is the opposite of the in-game narration. It's black text on a white screen. The advanced choice in the prologue? Wait, where did you see advanced under prologue? Oh, now I know what you mean. Alright, so we have to play for a little bit.
Hit him hard. Cobalt.
Okay, let's just hurry along.
That'll do it. Pack. Close up. Affirmative, 22.
Oh, okay. Wow, that escalated quickly. And there's the achievement. Ah, shit. Ah. This game makes you feel drunk. Imagine how I feel. I've been playing it for 2 hours.
You don't need that close.
Okay, I like that it slows down the dialogue as well.
This is how it's done, fellas.
Hungarian studio and Japanese studio. Okay, that explains the Hungarian dialogue. I kind of figured that was what was going on there. And, yeah, the Japanese studio is Grasshopper.
All present in account
Suda
for.
was in the credits for this.
I'll make a little noise to draw their attention.
Okay, so the dialogue isn't any different. But I don't know what it means. Yeah, I'm not sure what it means by alternative narration. Okay, I'll entertain this for a little bit. That's plenty of time. Oh, you're from Poland. Oh, I think you're the second viewer I've had who is Polish. And you know what? For this game, I could have broken out the one word of Polish that I know. Kurwa. Oh, circles is a period of time. But the way it was used at times, it was a little hard to tell. Oh, what is this? So is this just going to be the same stage as what I was doing before? Just in arcade form on an unnecessarily complicated grid? Oh. Shit, I just realized there... I think I actually do know, like, one other, like, very simple phrase of Polish. Dobra robota. I probably butchered the pronunciation, but that's the best I'm gonna get. And I am not saying dobra robota to this game. Everybody's saying kurwa this and kurwa that. Oh, prior to Witcher, Call of the King, really? And that just got a new version coming. I actually saw the newer Cow the Kangaroo at what's it called? PAX East. There was a booth for it there. Thick accent you have. Look, I don't want to be like an American tourist trying to pronounce things out of like a English to Polish book. Can you tell me what is the meaning of Korwa? You need to beat challenging mode to do the alternative narration. Oh, we are not seeing the alternative narration then. Screw it. You can't make me. Oh, not getting that one back. I was thinking of people trying to speak English and say the There was this one anime I just saw like a clip of, where it's like, I'm trying to remember the full context of it. There's an American guy in a dance club, and there's this one Japanese student who's like trying to talk tough to him. Well, actually, there's like a group of like Japanese people from a school who are trying to like intimidate the American guy. And one of the Japanese students is like, I can speak English. And they're like, okay, you do it. And he just runs up to him and starts like shouting basic English phrases at him. Like the first thing he says is, I am a boy! And then it just gets more and more absurd from there. And all the Japanese students are looking back at him like, oh my god, he is really telling him off. Okay, so I think I've had enough of this. So, yeah, maybe if I were more into shooters, this would get the SCXCR I don't hate this badge. The highly coveted SCXCR I don't hate this badge. But this is not my thing, and it really dragged on at points. Also, pro tip, if you're going to have a shooter game, don't like have 20 seconds or so of shooting that's bookended by more than 20 seconds of dialogue on each side. So, I'm probably not going to stream again until Monday. Although, I may end up being too busy Monday and then move Monster Hunter to Tuesday. It really depends, because I got a couple of things I gotta shoot for Patreon. And then, like, I'm not sure how long exactly that's going to take. So I might end up playing it by ear for next week's streams. But looks like no one that I usually raid is on. Yeah, I suppose I'll just end it here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I don't have a sign-off. Good night. Or morning.
Holding in his hands a giant sieve.
Wait, what?
Time stands
No!
ever sifting.
No! For the love of God, stop!
Through worlds.
No!